The Cloud Native Network Functions, or CNFs project, consists of an agile roadmap of 5 increasingly sophisticated parts. The ultimate goal of the project is a testbed with reproducible CNF and VNF benchmark code. The first part of our roadmap is the baseline test, which is a single network function that does simple packet forwarding as an IP4 Layer 3 router. The CNFs and VNFs both use the VPP user space data plane and are managed by Docker and KVM respectively. The data plane uses TPTK, which tries to take advantage of available networking hardware where possible. The hardware used is Packet.net's 48-core Dell and a Mellanox network card. The next stage of the roadmap builds on the first to create multiple sets of chained network functions. This maximizes the resource usage in the containers and virtual machines, which allows us to focus on measuring throughput. The third part of the CNF benchmarking project verifies the CNFs and VNFs work in multiple environments. While the previous stages exclusively used Packet.net's hardware, this stage introduces the FDIO CSID environment and Intel network cards. This proves that the codebase works in hardware environments that are set up by different organizations. The fourth part of the project is where we use reserved hardware to deploy orchestrated network functions. When using Packet.net reserved instances, there are some manual steps for provisioning the hardware with respect to the BIOS. This allows DPDK to take advantage of networking hardware features such as SRIOV and IOMMU. After the hardware is provisioned, the completely automated installation of the benchmark codebase, including high availability Kubernetes and Openstack clusters with Layer 2 networking, is performed. The CNFs and VNFs are installed using Helm charts and heat templates. The final part of the CNF testbed project is called the OnDemand Performance comparison. It builds on the steps of the fourth part, but includes full automation, including automated configuration of the BIOS, including on-demand hardware requests in Packet. This is the ultimate goal in provisioning environments for testing CNFs and VNFs. The graph shown here shows performance in millions of packets per second. This test measures 3 service chains that each have 2 network functions within them. There are 2 service designs here called snake and pipeline. The snake test loops traffic through each network function and the virtual switch, which is a more orthodox service chain setup. The pipeline test, which at this point is available only with containers, sends traffic directly between the network functions on a physical node without utilizing the virtual switch. The VNF snake test was measured at 1.1 million packets per second. The CNF snake test came in at 6.0 million packets per second, and the CNF pipeline test had the highest throughput of 8.78 million packets per second.